Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna do a quick phantom draft, and let's see how it goes. So the first pack, Hipfire is very good. Ruminous Blessing is very good. Relentless Pursuit and Home Field Advantage are both good as well. I definitely want Ruminous Blessing. It depends on the other cards. It's harder to get Relentless Pursuit, and it is a really powerful card. I think people pass Home Field Advantage a little bit more, and Hipfire, I'll probably see another one at some point. It's just a common, I'm pretty sure. So these are the two I'm going to pick. This next pack, there is some good black in Vandal. Vandal is very good. Friendly Fire is very good in blue. It's one of the best blue cards. Untested Grunt is playable in black, but he's just average or a little bit above average. The rest of these cards are not that great. So that's going to be the picks here. Okay, in this pack, Arena is actually is pretty decent. Sucker Punch and Pick a Fight are both useful if you're playing a lot of red. And it depends on which red heroes you get. If you get a hero with a lot of armor, Pick a Fight is better in certain situations. These cards are both pretty bad. Arcane Censure is not playable, and Jasper Daggers are not that great. Mozzie is not a terrible hero, but I don't like him a whole lot. I'm not going to pick him. I'll wait and see what other heroes there are. So Arena for sure, and unless I go too red, I don't think I want a Sucker Punch. So we'll just do some filler and do Pick a Fight. Okay, in this pack, Roseleaf is very good, and Hipfire is very good as well. The next best card in this pack is Rebel Instigator. I like it in red decks as a filler card. It's not a card you want in unless you just need another red card, but it is a good filler card. Especially in lanes that they kind of abandon where there's a lot of creeps, it just starts multiplying and gets a little out of control. It's really synergizes well with black decks too, where you need a lot of creeps and then you want to push towers with like Disciples or something like that. Keenfolk and Red Mistmaul are both not bad, but they're just they are items that we don't want to pick unless the pack has bad cards in it. Okay, in this pack, Messenger Rookery is actually a really pretty good card. I think people underestimate it, and hence why it probably got passed to me. But if you are in blue, it is a powerful effect, especially for 1 mana, to be able to pick your target every turn. This card's not really playable. Shield is not too bad. I would much rather have Shield of Aquila, which costs 2 more gold, but the 2 more gold it's a much better item. And Cursed can be good if we end up playing red. It's not a card that you want to play unless you just need a filler card, but it's just like the Rebels. You want to play it as a filler, like it's a good filler card. Sometimes they're heroes at like 4 life or something, and you just need 6 damage, and they can't respond to it. And so even though this dies, if you get the 6 damage from it, it's worth it. If it stays alive, it will just block itself usually with the zombie every turn, so it doesn't get much value at all. So it's either basically a 6 damage to the tower, or it's a 6 damage to a hero, and it's only good when they can't respond to it. So we got Storm Spirit. We probably won't end up playing him, but that's fine. So Dimensional and Bolt are both very good blue cards. And we do have Friendly Fire, which is a very good blue card. Blink Dagger is awesome. I love picking a Blink Dagger. This is actually a pretty good pack. Legion, Payday, Cloak, Roseleaf, Favor, Blink, and these two are all playable cards. So this is a tough pack. If I pick Blink and Roseleaf, I'd feel good about that. If I pick these two, I'd feel good about it. Or any combination thereof. It just depends on if I want to play blue. Usually I don't want to play blue unless I find a good hero. This card's definitely great for splashing blue, though, because sometimes you can just drop your blue hero in the one lane you need the extra damage and just win the game that way. And we already have one Roseleaf. So it's pretty much between the Blink Dagger and Dimensional. If we are going to decide to play blue, I guess we should be getting some more playables. Blink Dagger does synergize well with Bolt, though. It gives us another way to move the hero to the lane we need it. I think I'm going to do Dimensional and start rounding out the blue cards. In this pack, Cunning Plan is good. Mercenary, I actually like Mercenary. I don't like Tide as a hero unless you already know you're heavy red and you just need another red hero. I just don't like Tide that much, honestly, personally. Mercenaries is good, though. It is a good card for red. But it is a good card for red, but it's a little bit below good. Like, if there were 6 tiers, I'd say it's probably tier 3, towards the top, or maybe a low tier 4. Vool's also playable. I've seen Alter do good things, but I haven't played it much, but I have seen it be decent in some decks. We got 3 good black cards. We've got really 1 decent red card right now. And we got 2 good green cards. So right now it's looking kind of like a black, green, blue, or the colors we're a little bit heavier in. I guess we'll go with the black card. Yeah, I don't feel bad about just... Well, if we are playing blue, Relentless Zombie's about on the same level as an Untested. Untested pushes a little better. Zombie blocks a little better. So, and we want to get to late game to get to our Bolt, so let's do this. Hourglass is good. The rest of these cards are not that great. Foresight is pretty decent in blue. And Alter's somewhat playable. Like I said, I haven't played it that much myself. But if Foresight wasn't here, I'd probably pick Alter. And so these 2 will be our picks. Favor and Martyr are the 2 best cards in this pack for sure. I don't want to play Lion, and I don't like Rising. Clear, the deck is playable if you need a red filler, but it's below average. And Arcane, like I said before, is not playable. So, Fight Through Pain, Spot Weakness, Howling Mind, Bard Melt. Howling Mind is the best card in this pack. Followed up by probably Fight Through Pain. The Getting Initiative is okay if you're playing red, but it is below average of a card. Howling Mind, depending on how the deck turns out, if it is a 3-color deck, it actually helps us a little bit. It gives us more card draw, so we'll have the right colors when we need them, even though it helps the opponent too. And Darkseer's good. I don't mind getting Darkseer last. That worked out pretty good. So this one, Incarnation, is a powerful blue card. It synergizes better with a lot of card draw, like Howling Mind, because then you have a lot of cards to play. So that card's very good. Disciple's very good. Selfish Cleric is good. And Call the Reserves is not bad too. We are going pretty heavy into blue. I do like getting the Incarnation here. So it really, what's the second card we need? It seems like we're not going quite as pushy. So Disciple might be worse in this deck. It looks like we're going to be probably more control-y. So in that case, Selfish Cleric would probably be a little better. Disciple does have some instances where you need to get a little bit more hero damage in, or some instances where it has other bonuses besides just pushing towers, though. And it's cheaper. But I think we will go... let's go Disciple. I like it costing only 3. If we lay down our hero and he has a black hero, if he has a green hero and our black hero can't kill his hero because we need 2 more damage, it's a great turn 1 play in that case. Or it's also good for pushing towers or just random situations. So Legion Commander is very good. Thunderstorm's very good too. And Blessing's very good. So the 4 best cards in this pack are Rookery, Thunderstorm, Blessing. Payday's good if you already have another gold generation. Thunderstorm and Blessing are definitely above Rookery. And now this makes it a little tricky because Legion's a good enough red hero. It's worth splashing her and going red just for her. So we will be splashing red. Our blue is getting pretty heavy. We really want a good blue hero. It sucks playing just the base blue hero. Black, we can play the base hero there. And green, we already have the Dark Seer that's worth playing. So I'm not sure which direction we're going to end up taking this deck. Red synergizes a little bit better with... well, actually, it synergizes with green and black pretty well. Actually, red just synergizes with any deck, any color pretty well. They're just so beefy. It does synergize with green well in that you can just make them beefier with blessings and stuff like that. But I'm still not sure what color we're going to go in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good quality, besides Arcane Center. That's what I meant. So 1, 2, 3, 4 good quality black cards. We've got 1, 2, 3 pretty good quality green cards, but we have a decent hero. We don't have much red yet. So right now I'm thinking black's a little bit better. But it's still up in the air whether we want to go black or green. Thunderstorm, we're definitely playing blue. It'd be great if we could find a blue hero. Let's just get Thunderstorm. Tyler State's a very good black card. Path of the Bold is not worth playing in my opinion. New Orders is decent, especially if you're playing 2 red heroes, just so you have some early game stuff. Stormhall Pike and Stormhall Plate are both good as well. I think Plate is a little better, especially if we are if we're playing a slower game with blue. And Ventriloquy is not too bad. If you're going to be heavy blue, which right now it is our heaviest color. And we can pick up decent items in later packs. So let's just go Ventriloquy. Rampaging Hellbear is not too bad. It's more a pushing card. You want it to live the turn you play it. Blade and Obliterating Orb, we don't care too much. Obliterating Orb is better. For sure, Relentless Zombie is playable. But we don't have any... I'm not going to play Orb here. So, let's pick it up in case we do want to use it. I don't think we want to play 2 zombies, which we already have one. I don't really want Orb here, but let's just put it as a sideboard card until we see the rest of the cards. Pit Fighter is very good. I'm surprised it's this late in the pack. This is not playable, and we got a Stonehall plate, like we said earlier in the earlier part of this pack. Burning Oil is good. It's definitely a good playable. So that's pretty late to get that, and we got the Blade, which is okay. It's okay. Sven is a decent hero. I don't know if we want to go that heavy into red. This is really looking rough now. This draft's getting very on the 4 color side of things. Still Strength is a good green card. Burning Oil is also playable, especially if you're splashing red, because you can play it on any lane. And Vandal and Disciple are obviously just very good picks as well. Burning Oil is good. If there wasn't anything else good in this pack, I would pick Burning Oil, but I think still Strength and Vandal and Disciple are a little bit stronger. I don't think we want to go into 2 red heroes. I'm just not feeling 2 red heroes. It's just, especially with us being in pack 4 and we just don't have a lot of good red. We know we're probably playing green. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got about 8 green cards now. Still Strength is better than running probably Vul Martyr. So we'd upgrade our green. And then we'd have the green almost done. The black we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 3 from the hero. So we got about 9 there. And in blue, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good cards. I really want to limit it to 1 blue hero, which in that case, we're playing 1 blue for sure. We're playing 1 red for sure, and it's looking like 1 green for sure. And I think we're going to splash black. So we're just going to go 4 colors and say screw it. So which color would I want to do 2 heroes in? If that's red, then I'd probably just want to go ahead and pick Sven here. It's not red that I want to pick 2 heroes in, but it's nice having the option of a decent hero right now. You know what? We're just gonna go for it and pick the 2 better cards in this pack that I want to pick, and get a hero later. Outer World, I don't think is very good. I can't even remember what his Astral Imprisonment, Stunning Unit. I can't remember what his passive is. After you play a blue card to restore 2 mana. Yeah, I don't think he's that good. Troll Soothsayer is good. It puts us heavier in blue, but there's not many other good cards in this pack. This pack's pretty bad. So let's do that. Time of Triumph is a freaking bomb. It is a bomb. It is a reason to go into heavier red. And Blink Dagger's amazing, and Mist of Avernus is basically the best green card you can get. So this pack is broken. I would be happy with any of these 3 if it was the only card in this pack, but I'm definitely picking these 2 because they're the 2 strongest cards in each of their colors. This pack is a Viper. We don't want to play Viper. We only have 1 green hero. This card's unplayable. Spot Weakness is not worth playing, really. The fact that it draws a card is pretty nice. Condom Prepared's pretty pretty hit or miss. If they're low on gold, obviously it's very good. If they're making a decent amount of gold or have 2 or 3 items in their hand, it's basically a dead card. So I actually think I'm going to go Spot because we need a little bit more red probably, and I'm going to go Avernus. New Orders and Messenger are the 2 only decent cards in this pack. This one's playable, it's just filler only. And New Orders is not too bad, especially if we end up with 2 red heroes. So let's see what hero we got. We got a Lion, which we will not be playing. Prelix is a decent blue hero. It's decent for the splash too, because we can play him later and put him in the lane we want. And we got another Thunderstorm. So we just want to drop him in the lane that he's safe, so he can start generating creeps, and then we are going to be doing Thunderstorm and barracksing other lanes and stuff like that. So Hipfire Thunderhide is good. Payday, if we had some gold generation, would be worth playing. But yeah, we're just gonna go this. So this pack, we're not really that excited about these 3. Sucker Punch, if we do end up running 2 red heroes, is okay. And we already have New Orders. So these are the only 2 cards we really want. Claymore is not terrible. Sometimes the 8 damage is good just to win the game if you need to push a little bit more damage, because it surprises people. But 15 gold is steep, especially with no gold generation. So we're going to do this. The Mercenary Exiles is worth picking here. None of these cards were like, besides these 2, none of these cards are very exciting. Out of all the rest of the cards in this pack, collateral damage is the next best, especially if you're playing a deck that pushes pretty heavily in black. The +3 siege over all the turns of the game does add up to something decent, but definitely these 2. Oh, Sorla would have been nice. She's a very good hero, or he is. Lost in Time's not terrible. And I actually like Bracers of Sacrifice in a situation like this, where it's like just the last card we got. Some games you need to push damage, and they have a lot of little blockers, and you can just blow up one of your heroes to blow up like 2 or 3 of their blockers, or one of their heroes and 2 blockers, and then just push the last damage you need. Alright, so we are definitely playing Legion Commander. I think we're going to want blue towards the end somewhere. And I don't think we are going to play Storm. I can't even remember what his passive does. Give +2 attack until the next combat phase after you play a black card in any lane. Yeah, we're not playing super heavy black right now. Let's do a Debbie, and we might end up playing two red heroes. Let's see here. Put Darkseer up here. Especially if our red curve is pretty low. 4-color decks are always tricky though. So let's go with red first. That's playable. Time of Triumph for sure we want. Exiles is decent. Okay, yeah, so our red cards are not very good, but a lot of our red cards are early game cards, so we can start off with 2 red heroes, and it'll get a little rough in the more middle turns, but hopefully if we win some of the early turns with some matchups and stuff, we'll be okay anyway. Let's go to green real quick. Thunderhide, Steel Strength is good. Selfish. Do we want Favor to ramp? Probably. It's a good card if we're only playing 1 green, because you can play it on any lane. Rampaging, maybe. Definitely the Blessing. Definitely the Mist. The Mist and Blessing almost makes you want to put green in the starting 3, so we can get it down sooner. But 4th is pretty good. He's gonna be able to cast basically all the green cards we're putting in until the big stuff at 4. In fact, green is all of our 4 right now. So let's go to blue. Thunderstorm. Incarnation. Bolt. Not sure if it's worth running Soothsayer. Friendly Fire is for sure worth it. Dimensional Portal. I think Cunning Plan's worth playing. Ventriloquy's worse since we're not starting him in the top 3. Rookery, it'd be okay to put one of those in. But we're too heavy in blue now. So let's go to the other colors, see what we got. Tyler State. I like Pit Fighter. Vandals, Hipfires, Disciple, Relentless Pursuit's decent. So that's 11. That's heavy too. And we don't have a lot of red, which we have 2 red heroes. So we might have to change up our hero composition. If we put in that plus another basic dark hero, we'd be at about 16 cards, which is about right. If we did green and the basic green hero, which is not very exciting, there's not much more we'd want to add, so we're probably going to want to take some green out. Blue, if we put in the basic blue hero, we have quite a bit of blue. The basic blue hero is not great. This is a hard deck. So let's see here. We keep it kind of the way it is. Oh, we need to add some early stuff for our fights. That's right. I didn't add any of that. So like probably a New Orders would be decent. A Sucker Punch would be decent for sure. And we're at 11. And that's even with both of the hero cards. Could do Pick a Fight. She does have Retaliate, which is okay with Pick a Fight. He's got 1 armor. It's a little bit worse with him. But early in the game, if there's 1 creep and 1 hero, and it's the difference between them hitting a hero or not, probably worth it. Or we could do Spot Weakness, which would just draw a card. Just cycle a card. Which wouldn't be too bad either. Let's do Pick a Fight. And we still need a little bit. We're still real light on red. That's okay. We'll just roll with red early in the game just to have stronger early game heroes that don't die. It might influence where they go in their lane, and then we can drop our other heroes better. And we can also drop Darkseer and bounce a hero to another lane with him that like they don't want to match up against. So in green, we've got a little bit too much green. Obviously, we can't touch these 2. Rampaging Hellbear is better for a pushing deck, but it does get out of control. It does get big very fast. I think we can keep it in. Still, Strength's very good. I like all these cards. So let's go back to blue. Cunning Plan, Dimensional Portal, Bear, Friendly Fire. I think we're gonna take Rookery out. We really need to take 1 more card out probably, but all these are good. I like all these cards. We are little heavier here, and it would be good to have some drawing power, like Soothsayer. Let's go back to black, see what we can cut here. We can cut a hip fire. It's only in the lane we're in. We only have one hero. And we can cut a disciple. I guess we need the disciple. We can take Pit Fighter out. Even though Pit Fighter does snowball pretty well. Alright, we'll do this. We'll do this. We have the no accidents to cast early in the game, and then turn 4 we can start casting this stuff. And we got our big stuff to finish out the game in green and some blue big stuff. So this is 42 cards. And we're not heavy enough in red, the color we got 2 heroes, and we are too heavy in every other color. And except maybe dark black, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna out strategize them. So on items, Stonehall plates playable, bracers and hourglass are playable. We want 3 cloaks and 3 short swords, and that's about it. So let's register up. All right, we'll play a first game. This deck is very funky. I tend to build funky decks though, so this is not one of my better ones, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We have a lot of game closing if we can win some early lanes, which this is a very bad sign. Anytime you play Axe, like the game's already very much in their favor, and Luna's a great blue hero too. Do I want it in this lane or this lane? It might be the only chance we get to start pushing the Axe lane, because this lane is gonna suck. Well, we might get 2 more damage on him, which is nice. So, let's play it here and see what happens.
If you're willing to pay, we're willing to fight.
It would have been really nice to match up against her. Of course, we didn't get that either. So, normally hip firing against her would be pretty good this turn, because she would just die, but since the 1 extra damage hit our guy, we're going to die to a creep if we line up against this creep. So we might have to save it for the creep. That's the only lane we're at risk of our hero dying in, so we're going to send Darkseer over there. Even though I like having him in the first lane, so you can play stuff and then bounce something over to the far lane, but we'll make it work. So duel's interesting here. It doesn't kill anything here. It kills that, but we're gonna kill that anyway. It's nice we got barracks. We can cast that next turn. We could actually duel his duelist, which is probably worth doing just so it doesn't get out of hand. We don't have any other good targets for it. He should still survive even against this fight. So, yeah, we're okay. He's gonna be on 1 life, but we're okay. That duelist would have been hard to deal with later in later turns as well, so. Okay, that's nice. We didn't match up. Um, we didn't match up, and now we can hip fire this. So that's nice, and it gives us initiative. So he's got 4 gold. We're working with 15. It sucks that Ursa this is open because we kind of want to put our blue hero over there. We don't want it to match up against Axe either. So that's kind of rough. I think we're going to put our blue hero over here. And then, well, let's see what items we get. By that. Sure, I wish we would have got more cloak items, but that's okay. Now, we do have 2 creeps over here, so the lineup against Ursa is less likely. But if we line up against Ursa, we're not dead, but it's very not good. But I do want to cast the barracks. We have nothing else to cast right now. So, yeah, let's get it pumping. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I fight for the Radiant.
So new orders is good to get. Oh, that's rough RNG right there. New orders is good to get. We could hit him for lethal unless he had an item. But we don't have much else to cast this turn.
15 seconds remaining.
I would like to get his armor going up. Let's do that for now. Okay, now Barracks is such a powerful card. You want to get it down early. We'll let Ursa live this turn. And Barracks, I guess this lane.
The faithful will come in droves, and they will need a place to stay.
Excuse me. So that arrow sucks.
Of course, Axe will kill you.
Especially with that. You know this lane's under no pressure. I think we just want to let her die and get her out there and just start pushing the other lanes. So we can avoid Axe. But he can cast Axe card on any lane. Like if he cast it on this lane this turn, that would... Well, I mean on next turn, that would suck. He would just fight all our guys.
15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, let's just let her die. The only thing we can cast is Ion Shell. So, we can't even save her unless we just threw her to another lane. We could throw her mid. She would trade with Ursa. But she's already trading here. So let's just Ion Shell her. See what he does. Oh, Sucker Punch was very good. No point playing around that card, though. So yeah, we just pass. Let's buy this. It would be good here and here. So do we want to... Which lane do we want to barracks? I think we want to barracks to the Axe lane now. He's committed so heavily into this lane. He thinks we're just not going to fight Axe. Let's just slow Axe down every round.
Come forth, my brothers and sisters.
I should have healed first. If he has a damage spell here,
I won't
just going to be
fall.
disappointing. So let's heal.
I can use this.
I was going to kill Ursa. It's actually good I kind of waited. So I can bump him up to 8, which still would not kill Ursa though. Would put some damage on Ursa. It would threaten Ursa next turn. But let's just sword him and then, or let's sword here. Get this
I
creep
will
cleared
do
out.
what I must.
My enemies will fall.
He's building up Ursa. I think he's getting ready to battle with Axe's broken card.
Can't escape the dark moon.
It's interesting.
I will stand as an example for others.
This is
of my genius.
I might should have let them die because like we want to move lanes anyway now. We've already kind of shaped our strategy to this middle lane. He's committed so heavily here. But he could always use his surge ability to move something to another lane anyway. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Move into position.
Oh, he moved the Luna. Okay. Okay.
We stand with our Oglodi brother.
Now that's an issue. It's okay. We can relentless pursuit next turn. Just try to handle it that way. That is an issue, though.
I got you now.
So, we're gonna want to steal strength here. And probably bounce this melee creep to mid. Add 4 here. We can take
15 seconds
4.
remaining.
Let's go ahead and just bounce the creep because we know we're pretty sure we're good.
I saw this coming.
And then we'll still strength just so we can cast it. This game has not been going well. Like any game with Axe should not go well, but this game has not been going well for sure. Yep.
I am the wrathful hand of Salamene.
So, where do we want to flip the script? I guess we're going to have to go over here with that. Bouncing that creep was nice. At least we won't match up against Axe. But he can just cast his broken card and fight her anyway. So, we can deal 4 to everything right now, which would deal enough to kill him right off the bat. Or we can save her with this. It's tough. I think we're gonna have to just thunderstorm, because that way we're saving him, and they'll just trade. But he might just cast the Axe spell and kill everything there anyway. Enrage. Okay, he's got so much armor. From Enrage. That switching this attack wouldn't help much. So that's fine. We got a hero. He's going to get a hero. And we're pushing 15 damage. We need to get enough damage through. If we can get up to 10... If we can get up to 10, then... we can maybe just... do the... Thunder to do 20 to a tower. Which would be pretty nice. I wish I could deal 2 to him, but it's not piercing damage. He'll probably fight me with the X anyway. Let's just see what happens. If we can get this tower down 9, that's pretty nice. So now we can go mid with the blue hero, if we can ever get the blue hero out of the front lane, and just shoot that down with the thunder if we ever draw the thunder. And we'll have melee creeps spawning here a lot to block.
Eclipse!
I wish we had a town portal scroll. I probably should have bought the hourglass just to lock his cards up. But we'll do
15 seconds remaining.
we'll save some gold. I don't know how much gold we'll get this round. He's only getting 1 melee creep over here. Let's send this here. Well, let's send this here. Push this lane, and then Darkseer bounce her when we need to. I just hope Darkseer doesn't line up here. Okay, which didn't happen. That's good. We got bad arrows this lane, a lot of curve arrows. Well, I guess it only stops 6 damage, and he's threatening lethal on that guy now, too. Barracks is worth casting. Everything else doesn't look worth casting. Cunning Plan might be worth casting just so we draw a card. And this... no, it's not worth casting that yet right now either. So let's just Cunning Plan.
15 seconds remaining.
Move him, save a little bit of damage on him. And draw a card. And then let's Barracks. This lane's pretty much lost. We got lucky on arrows here. We're blocking a lot of damage with those arrows.
This is worthy of me.
That's okay right now. He can only move the hero here. Oh, he could move the hero there and then fight both mine. Which would suck. I don't think there's any way I could avoid that anyway. So the best thing to do now is just cast my spells. So let's Barracks this middle lane. Just
will not stop
keep stalling him over here.
Victory is secured.
Yeah, and I bet he's going to cast the X spell to have them all fight each other. So, yeah. Let's see if he does that. If he does something else with his mana besides that, then we can change the target of this to the tower and just go ahead and get the tower out of here. Or we could go ahead and just bounce the blue guy to mid while it's safe. Maybe we should just do that. We are threatening lethal here, though.
Remaining.
He's got to have something up his sleeve. Let's just do that.
Behold my brilliance.
Alright, now that he passed, let's do this. See if he responds. No. Okay, that's great. So we just need to stall him until we draw or can damage mid enough. And we got 3. As long as he lives, we got 3 creeps a turn coming to this lane. It's going to be hard for him to push through.
Max thinks it's great that you believe you can survive this.
Do that
Ooh, help with the
first.
job.
Let's No, I'm okay with how things are now.
I won't be denied.
These attack arrows are really nice. I think we want the draw card right now. We want Legion over here, so Axe can't fight all of them. Yeah, yikes. Could do Thunderhide here. Let's see what we draw. Okay, we just got initiative now. So Time of Triumph mid lane is going to be insane. I don't even think it's worth playing that alpha. We just need to keep initiative.
I'll hold on as long as I can.
Yeah, he's not going to push 40. Let's just hold initiative.
Our enemies will face a nasty surprise. I define the battlefield.
Feel the Legion's wrath!
I can't wait to cut somebody.
Wow, we had no business winning that game until our powerful cards started getting